We are the real nesters, the real nesters, the real nesters, and we at it again. We are like Batman and Robin, the dynamic duo, battling the haters with laughs and grins. We are here to entertain you. Hope you're enjoying the channel, cause we like you. We are the real nesters, the real nesters, the real nesters, and we at it again.
Alright, you guys, we back again for another episode of Kanan, Book 3, Episode 4. And it's called Don't Sleep. And as you guys see, I've got my hat on, and I put my hat on for one thing, and one thing only. Power. Yeah, what's up, Mr. RealNesters? How you feeling?
It's snack time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you ain't bring me no snacks. What? One? Yeah.
Anyway.
This episode was real exciting. Let's do a little recap of the episode. Not a play-by-play, but a recap. Get into it.
No, handle your business.
Well, it started off. How did it start? I always keep forgetting how it started off.
Kanan was cooking dinner.
Oh, yeah. Kanan was cooking dinner. This episode, they had a little bit of everybody going on this time. Well, yeah, Kanan was cooking dinner. You know, his boyfriend came in with the mother. But Kanan and his mother have a certain night that he cooks the meals for dinner. And this just happened to be the night, but she had already went out to dinner with the new young thing. You know what I'm saying? So, Kanan was feeling some kind of way, giving his mother some, what they call it,
some shade.
Shade, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, that was just a little way it started off. And then the next thing was that they're in the process of relocating their stash house to the bodega. That's what they call them in New York. We call them corner stores in you know, down this way, but in the bodega. But bodega, I guess it means run by a Spanish person, you know, because bodega is Spanish. But and what else was going on? We didn't see the police guy in this episode. He wasn't on there.
They spent a lot of time on him the last one.
So you talk about the other part, the girl. What was going on with her?
Well, the mother's trying to keep Kanan out of trouble. So she signed him up for some more classes. The cousin just found out that one of their friends that her and Kanan hang out with is in the studio with the guy, I think his name Famous. Yeah. He's a music producer.
Yep.
And come to find out, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, she's a booster. Her and this crew she run with. And she sells the stuff because she's trying to save money to make it in the studio because her dad won't help her. And, you know, she got the girlfriend or whatever. So she goes off the boost by herself this time because she's frustrated because her friend got a spot with this producer and her uncle didn't get her a spot with this producer. But he was explaining to her is he don't ask for no favors because he don't like to owe nobody nothing. So she went off on her own to do this boosting. But what worked out in her favor is she saved one of the security guards from the boy basically killing him. So when the guy seen her, he let her go. He told her, he said, now we even. And next time I catch you, you going down, basically.
Yeah. And she would be real stupid, even with the crew, to go back to the same place again, because they're going to be waiting on them.
No, the crew actually let her down.
That's
why she went by herself.
Last week, they called her, and she jumped up and rolled with them on the spot. And now she wanted to do something, because they told her, when one person called, we all jump up and run. And then she called, and nobody wanted to run with her. Not even
one person.
So she said, F you.
So her girlfriend basically told her she don't like it. Whatever she needs, she'll get it for her.
Yeah.
She don't like her doing it. So she said, you know, she got it. The security guard letting her go. So she gave the girlfriend a jacket. She said she done with it.
Yeah.
Then the other part, so y'all know
the last
Roxy.
part was the stash house.
Roxy is, you know, hanging out with her new fella. She likes him because he's different. She feel like being with him is a vacation away from this crap that's going on in their life. But in the meantime, they're trying to set up Mega Shop because they sent a hard hit to the opposition. that was another thing. The guy on the opposite side, he took down one of his closest men because he think he the one who snitched to the cop, or he was sleeping when the cop showed up, and that's how their stash got hit really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, he wanted to hit back. So he said he didn't know if he wanted to hit in the head or what he say below the waist, something like that.
Yeah.
So how he ended up getting them, another spoiler alert, is the girl that Kanan got a crush on, her mom get high. So basically he told her, if you could get me some information from Kanan, then I'll put your mom in rehab to get her to come back. She ends up telling him basically where the stash house was. They hit the stash house, and of course Kanan is in there because
By herself
because his uncle homeboy stood him up. So instead of him going to go get his other brother, he goes and get Kanan, and they going in there. He went to go drop one stash off, and he come back, and they was already robbing the place. So, you know, long story short, you guys, it is a very interesting show. It's always multiple sceneries going on at one time.
Mm-hmm.
They never like straight focused on one thing, even though it's about Kanan's family. It's focused on so many people in the show.
Yeah.
So, baby.
So basically the finale, coming down to the finale or the wrap up of this episode was that the bad guys, you know,
got away with the stuff.
Bust up in there while Kanan was in there by herself. You know, I guess it was a good thing that he came back, because they probably would have offed him. But they bust in there and got half the stuff.
They took all.
No, he said they ran away with half our stuff.
Well, it was all that they had left, but because he had already moved half, that's why.
That means they got away with half.
Mm-hmm. But still, that was too much.
So they got away with half of their stuff.
Your uncle crashed up his car like a crazy man.
Well, yeah, that was stupid. I don't know why he even did that.
Yeah. And that's the reason why the sister don't trust him, because she know he a hothead.
Yeah. And he didn't even hit the guy that was behind. He jumped in.
Yeah.
So he didn't even hit him.
I don't know.
He
and he
jumped
shot
in.
at him too, so I don't
missed him
understand if
then.
he shot him or not.
Yeah.
But
so anyway, Kanan.
it's a lot of hotheads in this show.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of smart people that's not so smart.
Yeah.
Like his mother and the one uncle, they are really smart, like street smart. So they always ahead of everybody. But everybody else, they kind of got an alternative motive.
Ulterior.
Motive.
Yeah.
You know, they smart, but they not smart. So.
Well, how you rate this episode? And don't forget, he took his Rottweiler back because she wasn't feeding him. But I'll give this one a 4. I'll give this one a 4. I started off. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5.
If I'm judging it on action.
No, judge it overall. This is the overall. This is the end overall.
I would say I give it a 3.
3?
A 3.
Why so low?
Because I feel like
You don't like action?
No. I feel like the cousin part in the show is she's spending too much time away from her family, and for them to be who they are, it would seem like the father or either what's her name, Roxanne, or the other uncle would have a closer eye on her. Like she's spending so much time like away from the family. It's just really weird.
Well, she is like Rox want Kanan to be on his side. She don't want her to be in the business. That's why she in the private school too.
No, she not.
She goes to regular. She goes see the girl that's at the private school.
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, which her father didn't want her to.
Yeah.
Her father don't know about the girl. And he wouldn't let her go to the private school. She was smart enough to get into the private school, but he told her no when her turn came. Yeah. So it looked like she might be a little older than Kanan in some sense. But that's one of my issues. My other issue is, how did these three, Roxy and her 2 brothers, they close and they running this business, but they still got some kind of awkward relationship thing going on too. Like the oldest brother should never went and picked up Kanan before he went back and got his other brother to go help with that situation. Yeah. Like it's just some stuff. It's like, but I mean I get that it's real street stuff that people do dumb stuff like that. But when you're so smart that you're dumb, that bothers me.
So that's it, you guys. Make sure y'all check this episode out. We actually reviewing this right after we seeing it. We're gonna try to get better on that, getting a little bit more quicker. So we hope you guys definitely enjoy it. This is definitely a banger if you love action.
Yeah, it's good if you love action. It's good if you love street shows. It's good if you love shows based on the 80s.
But we're gonna get up out of here. Hope you guys have a great week. From the Real Nesters, make sure you like and subscribe.
Comment down below, share us out,
and
follow
do
us
whatever.
on all the social media.
Follow us
and
on
don't
all social
forget
media.
to check our website and get that merch.
Oh, we out of here.
Peace.
Hey.